Welcome everyone to the fourth week of the NPL Season 3. I'm your coach, Patrick King of the Toronto Raptors. This week we are versing Joshua aka Butters of the Seattle Cincenos. I guess you could say we're longtime rivals. I've only beaten Joshua once in league play. I mean, I've beaten him a lot of times, but league, it's just different. I don't know what, I think he just lucks out pretty hard. And if you're listening to this, Butters, you know you lucked out pretty hard. And so I prepped really hard for this match. I spent way more time than I usually do because it's Joshua. And just a forewarning, there's going to be some moves that make no sense in this game, and that's because midway through when we first tried to do this match, our communication got interrupted, so we had to reset the match twice to get to where we are where that communication went off. So there will be some things that don't make sense, and I'll explain those. So let's start. I'm going to lead with Starmy because I predicted him leading with Lando T, which I believe he actually does because Ice Beam 4 shots that, and 4 shots 4 times is 4 times effective against that. Sad, I don't understand this nickname, but whatever. Whatever, man. Whatever floats your boat. So I go Ice Beam, and he's gonna switch into Scizor, I believe. And Scizor takes that pretty well. Oh no, he switches it into Florges. That's right. No, that Scizor bit happens later on. So Ice Beam. So I obviously don't have anything for this Florges on my current set. He now knows I'm Life Orb. So what he's going to do is he's going to end up... I knew he was a Calm Mind set. And he has Lefty. So he's going to Calm Mind. He's going to free Calm Mind off. So should I switch or not? I decide to switch. I go out into Brad, which is my Nidoking. Calm Minds. There's a Calm Mind. So now I'm thinking that, okay, I got my... Right now he doesn't know if I'm Scarfed or Life Orbed yet. I am Scarfed. So I'm okay, should I go for the Sludge Bomb and do a shit ton of damage? But no, I go for Flamethrower, predicting he would switch into a Steel type, so completely resist that poison move, which would have been an awesome play if that would have happened. But alas, he did not switch. He just went for Giga Drain and got a poop ton of health back. So now I have to switch because I'm Scarfed and all I can do is Flamethrower. I mean, I could fish for burns, but I really need this Nidoking for the rest of the match because he kind of hits everything. And then so I decided to send out Yvonne because one, resists Giga Drain really well. I mean, look at that. It's perks of being Dragon and Flying. And then I'm okay, so I'm just going to go straight out for Supersonic Sky Striker. I think that's what it's called, or some supersonic thing. To just do as much damage as I can to this, because this thing is going to be a problem if I don't take care of it now. So Yvonne, my beautiful girl, you kind of go down into kamikaze fashion. It would have been cool if you would have straight up kill this Florges, but alas, the Florges actually lives, and you'll see in a hot second after this long animation. Yeah, and actually the first time we did this, he lived on 10 HP, so I got a really high roll on it, and then Moonblast is obviously going to take me out. And Yvonne is, down for the count. And then the first time I go in with Infernape. Because of one, I was thinking priority, but then I was she resists fighting, so I'll just do Fire Punch because that does max damage. I'm also Iron Fist, and so that kills. I believe now he goes out into back into Lando to get that Intimidate off, because this is actually defensive Lando. It has Intimidate, Rocky Helm, all that jazz. It's a difficult set to work around. I could easily take care of it. It's just switching in correctly and all that jazz. See, Starmie was my answer to that. He uses Earthquake because I knew he was going to use Earthquake, because Earthquake just destroys my team. So well, it doesn't destroy my whole team, but the ones I needed it destroyed. And so now I go for the Ice Beam again because Starmie resisted that Earthquake, the best out of the ones I wanted to switch into. Ice Beam does a chunk, and the first time this happened, our first match, it froze Scizor, and I was oh my god, yes! So I stayed in and thinking he'd actually stay frozen instead of switching into Tapu Lele to get up the Psychic Weird Field to stop priority, but he unthaws. So that was incredibly unlucky. Like, I was like, oh my god, the one time I get a good hack against me, for me, because hacks are always against me, and it happens later on this match. It happened the first time we fought. It actually happens like right here. Again, the first time. This is the third time we've done this. This is the first time what happened was I did Hidden Power Fire because I knew he was going to switch into Toga tomorrow. And what happened is he lives that at a good chunk. He uses Nuzzle now. And I got fully para'd. Oh no, I kill him, sorry. God, I have some nasty gunk in my throat. I killed Toga tomorrow, and on my next move, what happened was, oh no, I'm sorry. Okay, so like he used Nuzzle the first time. I got paralyzed. Went to use Hidden Power again against him to kill him. He lives. I get fully para'd, and then what happens after that is he crits. So like their hacks were against me like in that round, but obviously not here. That's why he's D-dancing like twice, is because the first time we did this, Feraligatr came out and used Aqua Jet, and I have, it nerfs priority, and then my Psychic one-shotted him. So that's why he's D-dancing twice, because his Feraligatr is supposed to be dead. But sorry for that confusing explanation. I just wanted to explain like the hacks and how hacks hate me and how this game just sucks. Well, it doesn't suck, but it hates me. And so Tapu Lele kills Feraligatr. So now Stark comes in. Bullet Punch is like the most obvious thing that he's gonna do, but instead he U-turns. And I mean, if I die and he U-turns, he has to choose what Pokemon to send out, and then I get to like counter that, so I get some momentum. So we did Hydreigon, and I was kind of fearing this thing because I didn't know if it was Scarfed or not, or Life Orb, and it had, what's the move? Draco Meteor, but I don't think he ends up being Scarfed, and I totally thought he was, or else I would have like close combated right here. Again, but the close combat wouldn't do a lot because this Landorus is just a pain, and I brought no defensive like core whatsoever. I was just like hyper offensive because usually Butters plays like that. But so I was hoping it would like kind of throw him off guard somehow, but no. Fire Punch, it does a chunk, but not enough. And I take Life Orb and Rocky Helm recoil, and then he Earthquakes, and Zabu dies. So now I think I have like Starmie left, Heliolisk, and Nidoking maybe? I don't remember. Yeah, Nidoking. No, I think I just have Nidoking and Heliolisk. So what happened? Yeah, I do. So I go for, so this really sucks because I'm locked into one move. I'm Life Orbed, I'm not Scarfed. And I believe I didn't need him to be Scarfed because I believe he outsped everything regardless. No, except the Hydreigon. So, I switched because I thought he was Scarfed, but he was not Scarfed. I think he was Life Orbed. Or he told me after the match it wasn't Scarfed, so I could have killed him there, which would have just been awesome because then it could have been like a 1-0 at least. But yeah, I'm kind of in a hard place because I'm locked into one move. And so I Ice Beam, he dies, and then he's gonna come in with, yeah, that crit, like that mattered. He comes in, I think, with just Lando. No, he comes in with Stark and just bullet punches. And I'm stuck in the Ice Beam. It would have been cool if I like wasn't Life Orb and I could just like bluff the whole thing. But alas. But again, lost against Butters again. It was, it's whatever. Like, I've been trying to, like, go through this league, like, this season, like, not giving a shit. But, like, at the same time, I don't know. I just have, like, a big grudge rivalry against Butters, I guess, when it comes to this. And so, you lucky son of a bitch. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Remember to always stay pretty.